Brewers and Phillies. Phillies, why not? Let's go, Phil. Who do you have advancing the next round?
I have the Mets and the Phillies.
Oh, yes, you're good. Okay.
I picked the Phillies.
Phillies.
Yep.
Good pick.
It's
Bryce Harper,
kind of an easy one, I feel
Zach
like.
Wheeler potentially going to win the Cy Young. We'll see. That's a very,
Chris Sale
very
will
good
probably get
team.
it.
I mean, I want Chris Sale.
Yeah,
to
I
win
think
it,
Chris
but
Sale will get it.
Zach Wheeler's definitely going to challenge him. I mean, they got some guys on the Phillies.
Yep.
So we'll Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner. You definitely do
They
not
have
want to
Walsh,
discount
whatever
that
stupid
team.
gross hair is.
Oh yeah, Brandon Marsh.
Marsh. Not
yeah,
Walsh.
don't want to
Marsh.
discount that team at
Golly.
all. Nick, who do you have the first round of the DS? Who's moving on?
Yeah, I've got the Phils as well. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a great series no matter who gets through, but talk about teams like the Astros that are built for October.
Yeah.
I think the Phillies are. Bryce is that guy.
He comes alive in
Always was
October.
that guy.
Yeah.
And he is the corner. He is Aaron Judge to the Yankees to the Phillies as Aaron Judge is to the Yankees.
That's fair.
He is their captain. He's their stud. I think Turner turns it on. Schwarber, I mean, I think it's going to be a great series. And I'll give you this. I'm alluding to something for later, foreshadowing.
Sure.
But the Phillies offense is going to be very good, and I think that's gonna power them through.
Yeah. All right, round us out, Kellen.
I have the Phillies. I mean, I think they're probably the team to beat going into the NL playoffs. I think
It's hard to bet against
it's
them.
just
That's
they're
the
just
thing.
that good. I agree pretty much with everything Nick said. Their offense is there. I think they have so many players that can, any of their players could go 4 for 4 and make a totally different impact. There's a deep roster. They have a lot of good starting pitching. Their bullpen's solid enough to get you through it. I have the Phillies over them. But I think it'll be a good series. I think it'll be like a 4. I think Milwaukee's going to give them
I think
troubles.
they'll make a push, but I don't think it'll go get.
I think they'll
it'll
get
go
like
5.
one game, maybe
Yeah.
2, but one probably.
I could agree with that. Let's just stick with Kellen. So the Padres and the Dodgers.
All right, I'm going to sell everyone on this
Let's go for
because
it.
I have all these stats pulled up. The Astros, the Padres in every single hitting stat besides triples
Okay.
are in the top 10.
Yeah.
Every single one. They led the league and team batting average, tied with the Diamondbacks. They're up there in OBP, slugging, OPS, everything. They are probably the best offense in baseball. They are so deep. They are also head-to-head against the Dodgers this year, 8-5.
Yeah.
I have the Dodgers losing
Good.
to San Diego. I think the Dodgers are still a
little banged
little
up.
banged up. They still are missing a couple of their
Yamamoto
key
should be
guys.
back. From what I've
Yamamoto
heard.
should be back, but I mean, like, even just not having Kershaw, I don't think he's kind of like the Verlander. Like, you might get something out of him. I think being without him is bigger than having him. Honestly, I think he's kind of that Madison Bumgarner. He will come alive for a playoff game. But
or suck because he's done that a lot. In the postseason.
I
So.
just think everyone's going to have so many eyes on Ohtani and all these things. I think Ohtani's going to get his. I don't think you can, you're not going to strike him out 4 times in a game. It's just not going to happen.
Don't forget Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, Freddie's supposed to be out. I was going to say that he's not. He might not make the starts. I just think, like, if you look at the rosters too, I'm way more scared of the Padres. Like, they just have so much depth going up and down, and I know, like, I feel like the Dodgers are very, like,
I think the Dodgers
top.
are star powered. I think
They're
they have
very
a lot
top-
of
they're very
very
top
good
heavy.
players.
They're very top heavy.
But
I
then
mean, again,
some of them aren't that great.
Mookie Betts and Ohtani are going to be your 2 consistents.
Teoscar
Teoscar has been good this year, but he can fall apart. He's done it before in the past with the Blue Jays, with the Mariners. He's just been bad. Freddie, you might not have. Will Smith is fine. Max Muncy's fine. Kike Hernandez, Gavin Lux. Like, you have these names, but I'm not, like,
Not
they
sold.
don't scare me. Like, literally 1 through 9, basically, with the Padres is like,
They can get hit.
any of these guys can change the entire game on one swing. So I have the Padres maybe upsetting the Dodgers, but I don't even think it's an upset.
All right, Phil. Who's moving on?
Padres.
Love that.
Good. Gotta love it. I have the same. But Nick, round us out. Who do you have moving on?
I think you guys out there on the West Coast are drinking different Kool-Aid.
Oh, get out of here. At least we can watch every game.
I will agree. I agree with that. But I will say I think the Dodgers are just good enough to get through the Padres.
Okay.
I think I forgot about Freddie, but I will say I still just I think Mookie and Ohtani finally in the playoffs. I
That's
think
a
the
good
acquisition
team.
of Jack Flaherty.
It's a very good
The acquisition
team.
of Jack Flaherty was amazing.
Well, they don't
I
have
think
what's
they
his
have
either. Who's
enough.
the other pitcher that's out? The one they
Oh,
traded for
Glasnow.
Yeah, Glasnow's not pitching either. He's out for
Glasnow,
the and Kershaw. Those are your two, I
And-
think.
Yeah, well, no, they've got Yamamoto, they've got Bueller, they've got Flaherty, and they've
Yeah.
got another kid,
Yeah.
Landon Knack or something.
Oh yeah.
But my point is I think their offense, this is what I was alluding to, their offense is going to get them through this.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what you're saying, Kellen, and I recognize your stats. I'm not scared of any of the Padres.
The best hitting team in
And-
baseball, man.
They are. Don't get me wrong. Machado, yes. Arise, yes. I just think that you can get through them for one series, and I think that's why they haven't in the past. They're a different
Yeah.
team, sure. I would
fair.
love to see it. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see the Padres, and I hope you guys are right and you got a point on me on this one. But I'm gonna have to lock in the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's fair. I mean, they were the favorites at the beginning of the year, so I don't,
I think the Padres have shown, besides the shortened season when they won the World Series, that they can't play very well in October. So they always get there. They always have a really good regular season and win 100 games pretty much every year, it seems like, because they pay so much money for it. But besides 2020, their postseason has not looked great. I think I've already said it, but I think
Thanks for listening to the Kind of Athletic podcast. Please like and subscribe to all our social media platforms and make sure to come back to hear more from the Kind of Athletic podcast.